Good morning. We finally have all of our things planted in our garden here at Radiant Acres, and I thought I would just do a quick garden tour and show you what we've got in the ground here at the beginning before things even start looking good. So in here we have amaranth, which is a grain, a seed grain actually. It'll be coming up soon, or it started coming up. This is Jesse's pumpkin patch. He loves pumpkins, so he's planted pumpkins, like 10 of them. He's also planted some watermelons, and down the middle he's planted sunflowers and okra because he loves sunflowers and okra. So there's some sunflowers, and here are his watermelon plants that are now in the ground. Next we have our grapes, which are like totally exploding this year. Super excited. One of them even has grapes on it starting already. We're really excited. As you can see those in there. These are our blackberry and raspberry bushes. We also have some lettuce going in the bin there. And then here's our main garden patch, which has garlic that we planted last fall that'll harvest this summer, and our strawberry patch, which is going good. Then we have peas climbing up the trellises there, and sweet potatoes, which we love, so we planted a lot of those this year, and they seem to be easy to grow here. Next we have onions and more lettuce that we started later. Kale, which we had to plant 3 times before it finally started growing this year. Not sure why. Then we have more onions and flowers. We've got calendula and dill and zinnias and things. There's some dill coming up on the sides of the onions there. Our next patch is potatoes, which we've never had success with, and we're really hoping that we can this year. We're putting them in the ground this time. Those are our potatoes. And over here are our butternut squashes, more sweet potatoes. And then this patch is our popcorn, which is just starting to come up. I don't know if you can see this line, these lines of popcorn here. Loofah gourds are going to be right there coming up. And then here's our sweet peppers, bell peppers. If I step over here, our okra is in this row. It got eaten by slugs the first planting, so we had to plant it again. And then we have our tomatoes. We have like 30 tomato plants this year, so we're hoping to get enough for salsa and sauce, that kind of stuff. Black beans are this whole row on the trellis. Let me see if there's a black bean coming up here that you can see. They're really pretty. They come up purplish. They're cool. So yeah, they're coming up. And then we have a whole row of green beans this year. 2 whole rows, I guess you could say. We have not had great success with green beans in the past, so we're hoping they do well this year. Then we have like Malabar spinach coming up both sides of our trellis. It'll grow like all the way over. It gets humongous. And then here's our carrot patch, which our first planting of carrots is like already growing. There's a volunteer sunflower there, which the kids made me keep. They wouldn't let me pull it out. And then we just planted more carrots. So we plant them in like in succession so that we have carrots year round. Then one of our favorites, rice, which yes, you can grow here amazingly enough. We have a whole couple of rows there of that, and our crazy hot peppers. As you know, we're like really into crazy hot peppers. We meaning Nick and the boys. Then peanuts, which we're trying for the first time, are right here. Over there is our sweet corn with like zucchini and squash planted in the bottom. Celery is all right here. Then this is Cole's patch. Each of the kids have their own patch this year. Cole chose basil, pepperoncinis, tomatoes, cucumbers, and okra in his. So that's going down there. Then we have our kind of hot peppers, you know, the weak peppers like jalapenos and habaneros and, you know. Then more cucumbers back on both sides of that trellis. And Nina's garden is right here. She also picked basil, sunflowers, watermelons, which you can see there, and then some more sunflowers back in there. So that's our garden, and we're super excited to see it grow this year. It's always good to remember what it looks like at the beginning so that you can remember how much work you put into it. Okay, thanks for watching.